Did you not tell me Mary Warren was sick in bed?
She were, Your Honour. Whenever I fetched her to the court last week, she said she was sick.
Who is this?
John Proctor, sir. Elizabeth Proctor is my wife.
Beware this man, Your Excellency. This man is mischief.
You must hear this girl, Sir Chief.
Please, what would you tell us, Mary Warren?
She never saw no spirit, sir.
Never saw no spirits?
Never.
Never. She signed deposition, sir.
No, I accept no depositions. Tell me, Mr. Proctor, have you released this story to the village?
We have not, sir.
They've come to overthrow this court, Your Honour. This man
I
is...
pray you, Mr. Paris. Do you know, Mr. Proctor, that the entire contention of the state in these trials is that the voice of heaven is speaking through the children?
I do, sir.
And you, Mary Warren, how came you to cry out people for sending their spirits against you? I cannot hear you.
It were pretense, she says.
Oh, and the others, they are also pretending?
Aye, sir.
Indeed.
Excellency, you surely cannot let so violent lie be spread in open court.
Indeed not, but it strikes hard upon me that you would dare come here with such a tale. Now, Mr. Proctor, I must tell you this. We burn a hot fire here. It melts down all concealment.
Yes, sir.
Let me continue. I understand well the husband's tenderness may drive him to extravagance in defence of a wife. Are you certain, in your conscience, mister, that your evidence is the truth?
Yes, sir. You will surely know it.
And you thought to declare this revelation in the open court before the public?
Oh, I thought I would with your permission.
And what is your purpose in so doing?
I would free my wife, sir.
So there lurks nowhere in your heart or in your soul any desire to undermine this court?
No, sir.
Aye, Your Excellency.
Mr. Cheever.
I think it be my duty, sir. You'll not deny it, John. When we come to take his wife, he damned the court and ripped your warrant.
He did that, Mr. Hale.
Now, you have it.
You're a temper, sir, and I know what I did.
Mr. Proctor,
Aye, sir.
have you ever seen the devil?
No, sir.
You are in all respects a gospel Christian.
I am, sir.
Such a Christian that will not come to church but once a month.
Not come to church?
I've no love for Mr. Paris, it is no secret. For God I surely love.
He plough on Sunday, sir.
Well, on Sunday?
I think of the evidence, John. I'm an official of the court. I cannot keep it.
I have 3 children, sir. I've plowed on Sunday once or twice. I gave very little until last year.
You'll find other Christians that do plough on Sunday, the truth be known.
I cannot think you may judge a man on such evidence.
I judge nothing. I tell you straight, mister, I've seen marvels in this court. I have seen people choked before my eyes by spirits. I have seen them struck by pins and slashed by daggers. I have, until this moment, not the slightest reason to suspect that the children may be deceiving me. Do you understand my meaning?
Excellency, does it not strike you that so many of these women live for so long with such upright reputation and...
Do you read the Gospel, Mr. Proctor?
Oh, I read the Gospel.
I think not. Or you should surely know that Cain were an upright man, and yet he did kill Abel.
Aye, God tells us that. But it tells us that Rebecca nursed women 7 babies by sending her spirit onto them. These are children only. This one will swear she lied to you.
Aye, she's the one.
Mr. Proctor, this morning, your wife sent me a claim in which she states she's pregnant.
My wife is pregnant.
There'd be no sign of it. We have examined her body.
She says she is pregnant and she is. My wife will never lie.
She will not.
No, sir, never.
We have thought it too convenient to be credited. However, if I should tell you now that I will let her be kept another month, and if she begin to show her natural signs, you shall have her living yet another year. What say you to that? Come, man, you say your only purpose is to save your wife? Good then. She is saved at least a year, and a year is long. Will you drop this charge?
I think I cannot, sir.
Then your purpose is somewhat larger.
He has come to overthrow this court, Your Honour.
The pure in heart need no lawyers. Proceed as you will.
You read this first, sir. It's sort of testament. People sign it to have their good opinions of my wife, Rebecca Nurse, and Master Corey. Their good opinion is all land-holding farmers, members of the church. If you look there, sir, they've said that they've known these women many years, we've seen no signs of their dealings with the devil.
How many names are here?
91, Your Excellency.
These people should be summoned for questioning.
I gave them all my word, no harm would come to them for signing this.
This is a clear attack upon the court.
Is every defence an attack upon a court? Can no one...
All innocents and Christian people are happy for the court in Salem. These people are gloomy for us. And I think you would like to know what discontents them from each and every one of them.
I thought they were to be examined, sir.
Well, it's not necessarily an attack, I think, yes.
These are all covenanted Christians, sir.
Then I'm sure they may have nothing to fear. Now, Mr. Cheever, have warrants drawn from all these arrests for examination. Now, mister, what other information do you have for us? You may sit, Mr. Nurse.
What trouble upon these people? I have.
No, old man. You have not hurt these people if they are of good conscience. She's not hearty, I see.
No, sir, she's not. Remember the angel Raphael? Since the Lord's blessed, you remember it? Do that which is good, and no harm will come to thee.
Come, man, we wait you.
John, my deposition. Is in mine?
Right. This is Mr. Corey's deposition.
Ah.
What's lawyer Drew this Corey? You know I never hired a lawyer in my life, April.
He's very well phrased, my compliments. Mr. Paris, if Mr. Putnam is in the court, will you bring him in? You have no legal training, Mr. Corey?
I have the best, sir. I am 33 times in court in my life, and always paying for two.
Oh, then you're much put upon.
I'm never put upon. I know my rights, sir, and I will have them. You know, your father tried a case of mine, might be 35 years ago, I think.
Indeed.
He never spoke to you of it.
No, I cannot recall it.
That's strange. He gave me £9 damages. You are a fair judge, your father. You see, I had a white mare that time, and this fellow comes to borrow the mare. Aye, there he is.
I have here an accusation by Mr. Corey against you. He states that you coldly prompted your daughter to cry witchery upon George Jacobs that is now in jail.
It's a lie.
Mr. Putnam states your charge is a lie. What say you to that?
Barton Thomas Putnam, that's what I said to that.
What proof do you submit for your charge, sir?
What proof is there? If Jacobs hangs for which he forfeits off his property, that's law, and there is none but Putnam with the coin to buy so great a peace. This man is killing his neighbours for their land.
But proof, sir, proof!
The proof is there. I have it from an honest man who heard Putnam say it. The day his daughter cried out on Jacobs, he said she'd given him a fair gift of land.
And the name of this man?
What name?
The man that gave you this information.
Why, I cannot give you his name.
And why not?
You know well why not. You'll lay in jail if I gave his name.
This is a concept of the court, Mr. Darrell.
You will surely tell us the name.
I'll not give you no name. I mentioned my wife's name once, and I'll burn in hell long enough for that. I stand mute.
In that case, I have no choice but to arrest you for contempt of this court. Do you know that?
This is a hearing. You cannot clap me for a contempt of a hearing.
Oh, it is a proper lawyer. Do you wish me to declare the court in full session here, or will you give me good
I
reply?
cannot give you no name, sir. I cannot.
You are a foolish old man. Mr. Cheever, begin the record. The court is now in session. I ask you, Mr.
Mr.
Corey.
Danforth, you have to store in full confidence, sir.
The devil lives on such confidences. Without confidences, there could be no conspiracy.
Now, sir, the government and central church demand of you the name of him who reported Mr. Thomas Putnam a common murderer.
Excellency,
Mr. Hale.
we cannot blink it more. There is prodigious fear in this court, in this country.
Then there was prodigious guilt in the country. Are you afraid to be questioned here?
I may fear the Lord, sir, but there is fear in this country, nevertheless.
Approach me not with the fear in the country. There is fear in the country because there is a moving plot to topple Christ in the country.
But it does not follow that everyone is accused is a part of it.
No uncorrected man may fear this court, Mr. Hale. None. You are under arrest and contempt of this court.
I'll cut your throat, Polly.
No,
Kill
John.
me yet!
Peace, Charles. We'll prove ourselves. Now we will.
Say nothing more, John. He's only playing you. He means to hang us all.
This is a court of law, miss. I have no country here.
Forgive him for your old age, sir. Peace, Charles. We'll prove ourselves now. No, you cannot weep now. Remember the angel? What he said to the boy? I'll do it. There is your book. Mary wants the position, so but ask why you read it. Bear in mind, until 2 weeks ago, she was no different than the other children after that. You all heard her scream. She howled. She swore familiar spirits tried to steal her soul away. And when she refused,
We know all of this.
aye, sir. She never saw the devil, nor any spirits, vague or clear, that had been sent by the devil to hurt her. And she swears now that her friends are lying.
Excellency, a moment. I think this goes to the heart of the matter.
It surely does.
I cannot think he's an honest man, and I know him little. But in God's name, sir, a claim so weighty cannot be argued by a farmer. Stop here and send him home, and let him come back again with a lawyer.
Now look you, Mr. Hale.
Excellency, I have signed 72 death warrants. I'm a minister of the Lord, and I dare not take a life without there being proof so immaculate no slightest quarrel of conscience may doubt it.
Mr. Hale, you surely do not doubt my justice.
I have signed away the soul of Rebecca Nurse, Your Honour. I'll not conceal it. My hands shake as yet with a wound. I pray you, sir, the arguments let lawyers present to you.
And let you put your heart to rest. Mr. Parasite.
I should like to question before.
Mr. Parasite, I bid you be silent. Mr. Cheever, will you go to the court and bring the children in? Mary Warren, how came you to this turnabout? Has Mr. Proctor ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Then you tell me that you sat in my court, callously lying, when you knew that people would hang by your evidence. Answer me!
I did, sir.
How were you constructed in your life? Do you not know that God damns all liars? Or is it now that you lie?
No, I'm with God now.
You are with God.
Aye, sir.
I will tell you this. You are either lying now, or you were lying in the court. And in either case, you have committed perjury and will go to jail for it. You cannot lightly say you lied, Mary. Do you know that?
I cannot lie no more. I am with God. I am with God.
Ruth Putnam is not in the court, sir, nor the other children.
These will be sufficient. Sit you down, children. Your friend, Mary Warren, swears that she never saw familiar spirits, apparitions, nor any manifest of the devil. Now, children, this is a court of law. The law, based upon the Bible, forbid the practice of witchcraft. And the penalty thereof, likewise, is death. But likewise, children, the law and Bible damn all bears a false witness. Is there any truth in this? Abigail, stand. Is there any truth in this?
No, sir.
Children, a very older bit will now be turned into your souls until your honesty is proved. Will either of you change your positions now, or do you force me to hard questioning?
I have naught to change, sir. She lies.
And you would still go on with this? A pocket was discovered in Mr. Proctor's house, stabbed by a needle. Mary Warren claims that you sat beside her in the court when she made it, and that you saw her make it and witnessed how she herself stuck her needle into it for safekeeping. What say you to that?
She lies.
While you worked for Mr. Proctor, did you see poppets in that house?
Goody Proctor always kept poppets.
My wife never kept no puppets. No one confessed it was her puppet.
Your Excellency,
Mr. Cheever.
when I spoke to Goody Proctor in that house, she said she'd never kept no puppets, but what she did say that she kept puppets when she were a girl.
Oh, and she's not been a girl these 15 years, Cheever.
But a poppet will keep for 15 years, will it not?
It'll keep if it is kept. Mary Warren confessed it was her puppet.
What if a puppet were hid when no one ever saw it?
Oh, there might be a dragon with 5 legs in my house and no one's ever seen it.
We are precisely here to discover what cannot ever be seen.
You are charging Abigail Williams with a malicious cold plot to murder. Do you understand that?
I do, sir. I believe she means to murder.
This child would murder your wife.
It is no child. She was twice removed in front of the congregation for laughter during prayer.
What's this? Laughter during?
Excellency, she was under Titchmar's power at the time, but she is solemn now.
Aye, now she's sullen and goes to hang people.
Quiet, man.
Surely Ed have not been bearing on the questions, sir. He charges contemption of murder.
Right. Continue, Mr. Proctor.
Mary, tell the governor how you danced in the woods.
Excellency, since I came to say
Mr. Paris saw them dancing in the middle of the night.
Wait a moment, sir. What is this dancing?
Abigail leads the girls to the woods where they dance in front of the cauldron. There's the child she is.
Mr. Paris.
I can only say, sir, that I never discovered any of them naked. And this man is...
But you discovered them dancing in the woods. Abigail?
Excellency, when I first arrived from Beverley, Mr. Paris told me that.
Do you deny it, Mr. Paris?
I do not, sir, but I never saw any of them naked.
But she had danced.
I, sir.
Excellency, will you permit me?
Great, proceed.
You say you never saw no spirits, Mary. Were never threatened or afflicted by any manifest of the devil or the devil's agents.
No, sir.
And yet when people accused of witchery confront you in court, you would faint, saying their spirits come out of their bodies and choked you.
Pretence, sir.
I cannot hear you.
Pretence, sir.
But you did turn yourself cold, did you not? I myself picked you up many times and discovered your skin was icy. Mr. Danforth, you?
Yes, I saw that many times.
They were pretending, sir. They're all marvellous pretenders.
Then can she pretend to faint now?
No?
Why not? Now there are no spirits attacking her, for none in this room is accused of witchcraft. So, let her turn herself cold. Let her pretend she's attacked now. Let her faint. Faint! I faint. Prove to us how you pretended in court so many times.
I cannot, sir.
You pretended.
I have no sense of it now.
Why? What is lacking now?
I cannot tell, sir.
Might it be here that we have no afflicted spirit loose, but in the court there were some?
No, I never saw no spirit.
Then see no spirits now, and prove to us how you can faint by our own will, as you claim.
I cannot.
Then you will confess yourself, will you not? It were attacking spirits that made you blind.
No, sir.
Your Excellency, this is a trick to blind the court.
It's not a trick. I used to faint because I thought I saw spirits.
Thought you saw spirits?
But I did not, Your Honour.
How could you think you saw spirits unless you saw them?
I cannot
Abigail, I bid you now, search your heart and tell me this, and beware of it. Child, to God every soul is precious, and his vengeance is terrible on them that take life without cause. Is it possible, child, that the spirits you have seen are illusion only? Some deception that may cross your mind when...
Mr. Danforth, I have been hurt. I have seen blood running out. I have been near to murder every day because I've been doing my duty pointing out the devil's people. And this is my reward. To be questioned, mistrusted, questioned like...
Child, I do not mistrust you.
Mr. Danforth, being to be so mighty that the power of hell might not turn against your wits. Beware of...
What? What is it, child?
I know not. It is a wind. A cold wind.
One's for sorrow, two's for joy, three's for a girl and four's for a boy, five's for silver, six for gold, seven's for a secret never told. Devil, devil, I defy thee. Devil, devil, I defy thee. Devil, devil, I defy thee.
Harry, God, free!
They're pretending, Mr. Danforth.
Mary, do you send this shadow upon me? God, save me! I freeze, I freeze! It is a wind! A cold wind! Don't do that!
Mary Warren, give you winter!
Let go of me, Mr. Proctor! I cannot! Heavenly Father, take away this shadow!
You whore!
Man, what do you...
Here's a whore!
You, child?
Mr. Danforth, he is lying!
Mark Herschel sucker screamed to stab me with butt.
You will prove this. This will not pass.
I have known her. I have known her.
You're a lecher. In what time? In what place?
In the proper place, where my beasts are bedded. On the last night of my joys, and 8 months past, she's a servant in my house. Men may think God sees, but God sees everything. I see that now. Soon after my wife took her out on the high road. For what she is. I love the vanity, sir. Forgive me. She thinks of dancing in my wife's grave, and well, she might if I did think softly of her. But there is such a sweat in whore's vengeance. I place myself entirely in your hands.
You deny every scrap and title of this.
If I have to answer that, I will leave and not come back again.
I have made a bed of my own. I have wrong to do with my good name. You'll believe me, Mr. Douglas. My wife is innocent, except she knew a whore when she saw one.
What look do you give me? I will not have such looks.
You will remain where you are! Mr. Paris, go into the court and bring the good wife Proctor out.
Your Honour, this is all...
Bring her out! And tell her not one word of what's been spoken here, and literally not before you enter. Now we shall touch the bottom of this swab, Your wife, you say, is an honest woman.
Oh, sir, she never lied. They live that cannot sin, those who cannot weep. My wife cannot lie, and I've paid dearly to know it, sir.
And when she put this girl out of your house, she put her out for a harlot?
Aye.
And you her for a harlot?
Aye, she knew her for a harlot.
Good then. And if she tell me, child, it worth the harlotry, may God spread his mercy on you. Turn your back! Turn your back! You do the same. Now let neither of you turn to face Goody Proctor. No one in this room is to speak one word or raise a gesture, aye or nay. Enter. Mr. Cheever, report this testimony in all exactness. Are you ready?
Ready, sir.
Come here, woman. Look at me only, not at your husband. In my eyes only.
Good sir.
We are given to understand that at one time you dismissed your servant, Abigail Williams.
That is true, sir.
For what cause did you dismiss her? You were looking in my eyes only, and not at your husband. The answer is in your memory, and you need no help to give it to me. Why did you dismiss Abigail Williams?
She dissatisfied me. And my husband.
In what way dissatisfied you?
She...
Woman, look at me! Was she slovenly, lazy? What disturbance did she cause?
You're right. In that time I was sick, and my husband is a good and righteous man, sir. Never drunk as some were, nor wasting his time at the shovel board, but always at his work. But you see, sir, in my sickness, I came to think I saw him turning from me. And this girl...
Look at me!
Aye, sir. Abigail Williams.
What of Abigail Williams?
I came to think you fancied her. So one night, I think, I lost my wits. I put her out on the high road.
Your husband, did he indeed turn from you?
My husband is a goodly man, sir.
Then he did not turn from you.
Well,
Look at me! To your own knowledge, has John Proctor ever committed the crime of lechery? Answer my question, is your husband a lecher?
No, sir.
Remove her, Marshal.
Elizabeth, tell the truth.
She has spoken.
Elizabeth, I have confessed.
Oh, God.
She only got to save my good name, sir.
Excellency, it's a natural lie to tell. I beg you stop this before another is condemned. I may shut my conscience to it no more. Private vengeance is working through this testimony. From the beginning, this man has always struck me true. I believe him. Call back his wife before we...
She spoke nothing of lechery, and this man has lied.
I believe him. This girl has always struck me
You will not. Be gone! Be gone!
What is it, child? What's there? Child! Girls, why do you...
Why do you come, yellow bird?
Where's a bird? I've seen no bird.
Where?
My face. My face.
Be quiet.
Mr. Hale,
Be quiet.
do you see any spirits?
Abby! For God made my face at it, Mary! You could not want me to tear my face at it! It's a deadly sin, Mary! Abby, I'm here! Oh, Mary, this is black-hearted God's work I do! Her claws! She's stretching her claws!
They're calling you, mister.
Oh, Mary, please don't hurt me! I'm not hurting her!
Why did you see this vision?
She sees nothing! She sees nothing! Abby, you mustn't! Abby, you mustn't! I'm here! I'm here! I'm here! I'm here!
Mary Warren, draw back your spirit out of them.
Mr. Danforth! Mr. Danforth!
Have you compared with the devil? Have you?
Never! 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 Never!
Why can they only repeat you?
Give me a whip, I'll stop them.
They're sporting! They're sporting! Abby, stop it! Abby, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
A little girl a while ago you were afflicted. Now it seems you afflict others. Where did you find this power?
I have no power!
Mary, remember the angel. What he said to the boy Tobias? Do you know which is good?
You have seen the devil. You have made compact with Lucifer, have you not? I cannot hear you. What do you say?
You cannot believe them.
Goddamn lies, Mary. Mary, goddamn's all liars.
You confess yourself or you will hang. Do you know who I am? I say you will hang if you do not open with me. Will you speak?
Mary, remember the angel Raphael. Do that which is good.
I see nothing.
She's coming down the beam!
Do you confess this power?
What's the that? Look him in the face, trample him, and we'll save you, Mary. Only stand fast against him, and...
Look out! She's coming down!
Mary, tell the governor what they...
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Mary! How?
You're the devil's man!
Praise God.
Praise God! I will not hang with you! I love God! I love God!
Mr. Hale!
He comes to me every night to sign, to sign!
To sign what?
The Devil's book. He comes
My
with the book.
name, my name! He wants my name! He says, I will murder you, says if my wife hangs, we must go over for the court, he says!
Mary!
He wakes me every night. His eyes are like coal, his fingers claw my neck, and I sigh!
Excellency, this child's gone wild.
Mary!
No, I love God. I go your way no more. I love God. I love God. Abigail, I'll hurt you no more.
What are you? You are combined with Antichrist, are you not? I have seen your power. You will not deny it. What say you, mister?
Excellency.
I will have nothing from you, Mr. Hale. Will you confess yourself defiled with hell, or do you keep that black allegiance yet? What say you?
I say, God is dead! Hear it! There's a fire burning. I hear the boots of Lucifer, and I see his filthy face, and yours, Danforth. Those that quail as I have quailed, as your black hearts quail now, as you know I have done wrong. We will burn together!
Marshal, take the Corey to the jail.
I denounce these proceedings.
You are pulling down heaven and acting up a whore!
I denounce these proceedings. I quit this court.
Mr. Hale,